The Wally Show podcast is our daily radio show heard live through the Way FM app each morning and hosted by Wally, Gavin, and me, Betty Rock. For more fun, be sure to connect with us at wayfm.com/Wally.
The Wally Show podcast is brought to you by Colorado Christian University Online, where you can earn a degree online just like Betty Rock. You can learn more at ccu.edu/Wally. We know it's early.
I don't want to be here. You don't want to be here.
It's news-ish.
So let's make the best of it.
With Betty Rock on The Wally Show.
Gavin, I know you're the youngest member of the show. So when you text out someone, do you use capital letters?
I like using capital letters because it's a good punctuation, or it's good grammar.
Right.
I'm not against the good all caps text too.
Oh, gosh.
If I'm excited.
If you're excited, yeah. Well, it turns out that a lot of Gen Zers aren't capitalizing anything anymore in their text messages. We've always known that they're known for their quirks. They've started work minimalism or soft socializing. To me, they're just known as the generation that puts a label on everything.
Yes, they take a lot of pride in doing things differently.
Yeah.
And sometimes that's good. Sometimes it's
questionable.
Hard to understand.
Yes, exactly. Well, now they are aiming towards grammar and punctuation. So if you have a kid under your household, then you may notice that when they text you back, they don't really use periods. They don't capitalize letters because to them, these symbolize aggression and intensity. But linguist Tom Scott, he tried to explain it a little bit to us. He said that when it comes to informal conversations, there's no need for capitalization, according to Gen Zers. So they kind of look at it as if you're having a conversation with, let's say they're texting back and forth with their boss. Okay, they're going to use right punctuation. They're going to use capitalization.
This isn't like seeping into emails or...
Right, no. But if they are communicating with someone that they have an informal or a laid-back relationship with, they're going to keep things informal. Like they're going to keep no caps in there and they're going to have no periods. To them, they think that all caps, you're shouting at them, and lowercase letters is more of a calm approach, a more aloof approach.
Oh, they want us to be aloof. Mm-hmm. Okay.
So anyways, if you're a parent of a kid and you want to communicate with them, you want to be serious, put it all in caps, okay? But then they'll be like, yo, don't come at me, bro. Well, that's probably not. I don't know. You know what they're trying to say. Just try and keep things no punctuation and no caps.
I think to survive, we compartmentalize our lives. Everything has a box and we kind of put things in there. You know, you've got school or you've got work or you've got church. But the reality is our faith colors everything that we do. That's one of the things I really liked when I was teaching at Colorado Christian University. Faith had to be integrated into the business classes or whatever the class was. It was a fundamental part of the education as a whole. And I think that's how we changed the world.
When I was going to CCU, as a student, I was thinking, how are they going to incorporate the Bible into math? And somehow they made it happen. All CCU online courses are designed for busy adults, and most courses, they're only 5 weeks long. So you can take one class at a time and still have time to enjoy your life.
I know I wrote papers at a campground one time, so it wasn't crazy once you get the system down. So that's why if you want to continue your education, both Betty and I highly recommend Colorado Christian University.
It's never too late to pursue your passion. Take the first step today and visit online.ccu.edu. CCU is a nonprofit impact partner.
Getting you caught up. It's news-ish on The Wally Show.
Gas prices are always a hot topic of conversation. Sometimes I personally still dream about like pre-COVID gas prices because at one point, I think I had just moved out to Nashville. The price was just under $2 per gallon. And right now, if you're going by any gas station, you're going to find prices that are more in that average ballpark of, I think, like when I stopped at Shell yesterday, $3.70 per gallon. Mm-hmm. And I know that there are more expensive like states out there. I can't imagine paying for...
yeah. I saw in California where, I think it was like $8 or something.
Yeah, it's just insane. It's not something that you look forward to, especially if you have a gas guzzler. But if you are not in a place where you're ready to buy like a hybrid car that doesn't need as much gas and you want to run on electricity, I did find a few tips on how to maybe change your driving style to help you conserve fuel and save a little bit of money in the process. So the first one, I don't think that everyone is going to love this tip. It says don't go faster than 65 miles an hour because if you go over that, you burn more fuel. Now,
faster than 65.
So average highway speed, 70 miles an hour.
Yeah, like if you're going with the flow, I mean, you could get up to 80, 85.
Yeah. So you're going to burn more fuel. Would you drive slower than the speed limit to
No.
save fuel? Okay.
It would drive me nuts. I mean, I would have to be like fighting for my life broke to do that.
So not for everyone. The next one was use cruise control more. Do you like, I love cruise control. Do you do cruise control or are you?
Only if it's like a long, like a road trip, but not on the regular.
Okay. And then next one, if you see a red light coming up ahead, they say ease off the gas a little bit early so that you're kind of like coasting into it.
So ease off the gas as I'm. Why? How does that even save gas?
This is just like at this point, it feels like they're kind of getting a little silly. Then the last one, and this just is just so not for everyone. It's harder to do, I think, especially depending on like where people work because everyone lives in different places. They recommend carpooling. So imagine if all three of us just like, I'll pick all of you guys up in the morning.
Oh, geez.
No.
That sounds like a nightmare. Once again, I would have to be on death's door poor to have to go and be in the same car with y'all every single morning.
We're that bad?
No, every single morning?
Yeah. We already spend 8 hours a day together.
Like why add one more hour?
Good.
My gosh.
Attention, please. Uplifting Way FM. Celebrities are just like you and me, except for the mansions, tigers, and sequins. It's the Rock Report with Betty Rock.
Gavin, do you remember that TV show? It was on VH1. It was called Where Are They Now?
Oh, no. I didn't really do the VH1 thing. I don't know if it's just because I was a little younger.
Yeah, it might have been before your time. It was popular from the years 1999 to 2004. I remember it somewhat. I think I remember like the intro to it. But mainly what they did was they would find celebrities that were well known back in the day, and then all of a sudden they're just gone. They would track them down and find out where are they now.
Maybe that'll be us someday.
I doubt it. But we don't have that TV show anymore. But that doesn't mean that stops us from talking about those celebrities that we're like, wait, they were really popular. What happened to them? The first one we're going to start with is Jonathan Taylor Thomas. He's best known for his role as a voice in Lion King as Simba, the young Simba, and also in Home Improvement. Now, back in his Home Improvement days, Jonathan Taylor Thomas was a big deal. He was in all of those teen magazines. All the girls loved him.
One of Tim Allen's sons then? Right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, in the show. Yeah, he was one of the three. Yeah. But since then, he's kind of dropped off the planet. So I did a little recon to figure out what it is that he's doing. It turns out that he went to Harvard.
Oh, good for him.
Got an education. And he was one of those that, I mean, congrats to him. He decided to walk away from Hollywood. He didn't really like the limelight and he wanted to get an education and do something for himself. And I respect that because you hear a lot of kids in his situation, like Disney stars, they stay in it and then they get messed up because of it.
It's like they fall off the deep end. And then a lot of them I've seen lately, they tend to find their way back to a healthy place.
Once they get older. Another one is Anna Kournikova. Do you remember her?
I don't recognize that name at all.
Okay, so she was a big tennis player.
Okay.
She was the it girl in the early 2000s. But through it all, she had a lot of injuries. Definitely her back. She got a lot of back injuries.
It's hard to recover from. Speaking as a non-athlete,
right?
It's hard.
But she fully retired in her 20s. Okay.
Wow.
So if you're wondering, well, what is it that she's doing now? Well, it turns out that she is still with her one true love that she met back in 2001, I believe, on his music video, Enrique Iglesias.
I can be your hero, baby.
Do you remember him?
I recognize that song, but I actually don't. I can't picture him. I don't know what he looks like.
Well, he was big back in the early 2000s, but they are still together, have 3 kids, and living their best life. So more power to them. And then finally, this lady, she always sends us into an emotional tailspin every time she releases an album, and that is Adele.
I said
So she did a Vegas residency that ended in 2024. And when that ended, she had been going nonstop for 3 years straight. She was just exhausted, and she let people know it. And I respect what she had to say. She said, I spent 7 years building this life for myself, and now I want to enjoy it. And I respect these people, both Jonathan, Anna, and Adele, all being like, you know what? I could stay here. I could be in the limelight, but I'm choosing not to. And personally, I hope that we see this a lot more from celebrities in the future. Well, that's the end, but it doesn't have to be. Check out our Aftercast. It's new stuff you didn't hear in the podcast. Be sure to rate us on iTunes as well as connect with us on social media. Just search Wally Show. And if you'd like to join our Facebook group made exclusively for you potties, the link is in the description of this podcast. Thanks to Colorado Christian University Online for supporting what we do.